Across the boundless landscape of human connection, there exists a phenomenon so extraordinary that it has captivated dreamers, thinkers, and seekers throughout time. That magnetic pull between souls destined to find each other. Have you ever experienced that electric moment when your eyes meet? Strangers across a crowded space? That unexplainable certainty that whispers, "I've known you forever," though you've just met? What hidden connections draw us toward certain people with such irresistible power? What divine orchestration brings these encounters precisely when our hearts need them most? The brilliant psychologist Carl Jung offered us a way to understand these profound meetings not as random chance, but as meaningful synchronicities, deliberate intersections between our inner emotional world and external reality. These aren't just pleasant companions who make life's journey more comfortable. They're spiritual catalysts, mirrors reflecting both our brightest gifts and deepest shadows, pushing us toward wholeness in ways both challenging and liberating. When you meet someone truly meant for you, the connection echoes through every part of your being. The relationship becomes not just another chapter in your story, but a sacred threshold through which you discover your authentic self. Let's explore this fascinating territory together, where psychology meets spirituality, where destiny meets choice, and where the people who challenge us most profoundly become our greatest teachers in becoming fully ourselves. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt like you've been waiting for them your entire life? Not just a casual encounter, but a moment of synchronicity, what Jung described as that magical intersection between the universe and your deepest self. This isn't random coincidence. It's the universe responding to something within you, showing exactly what you need for growth, expansion, and meaningful connection. You might not always recognize this connection immediately. In fact, meeting someone destined for you often comes with confusion and challenges. Jung believed we sometimes need to face our shadows, those parts of ourselves we'd rather not acknowledge, before truly connecting with what we're seeking. These shadows aren't external demons, but aspects of our own inner world we've pushed down and ignored. The fascinating thing, when someone is truly meant for you, that connection naturally brings those shadows into light. It makes you question everything, your boundaries, your expectations, what you thought you knew about yourself, and what you truly need in relationships. This person doesn't just teach you about love, they guide you towards self-discovery. Through them, your unconscious invites you to examine parts of yourself you've been avoiding, perhaps for years. Think about it. When something feels genuinely right for you, don't you find yourself not having to force it? When someone is meant for you, there's a feeling of completeness, of alignment with your true nature. You don't feel pressured to wear masks or become someone else. You simply exist as yourself, and that's enough. This connects to Jung's idea of becoming who you truly are, setting aside the false identities we create to fit into society's expectations. Relationships that are truly meant for you don't demand you become someone different. Instead, they create space for you to discover your most authentic self. Through that connection, you find yourself. Life isn't about squeezing into someone else's mold. It's about discovering your true essence and living from that place. When someone meant for you enters your life, everything might not be perfect immediately. You might face conflicts or misunderstandings, but these challenges aren't warning signs, they're opportunities for growth. Have you noticed how the most meaningful growth rarely comes easily? Instead of avoiding difficulties, try seeing them as invitations to understand yourself more deeply. Maybe you felt drawn to someone who seemed perfect at first, but then encountered unexpected obstacles. You might have wondered if something was wrong with the relationship or with you. What Jung reminds us is that these difficulties often aren't signs the relationship isn't right. They're invitations to explore yourself more deeply. Real connections aren't built without challenges. Those moments of tension help you discover what you truly need, what strengthens you, and what sets you free. True love isn't about perfection, it's about authenticity. And it's this authenticity that creates genuine connection. When someone is meant for you, it's not just about sharing happy moments. It's about growing together, healing together, facing your shadows side by side. When someone is truly destined for you, you experience a remarkable clarity, as if your entire life had been preparing you for this moment. Being with them feels like remembering something you've always known, something waiting in the depths of your heart. This feeling isn't imagination, it reflects a connection. Beyond conscious awareness, a connection your unconscious has been preparing for. Jung emphasized, listening to signals from your deeper self. When someone destined appears, these signals become unmistakable. Have you ever had a simple conversation with someone that somehow became a bridge to deeper understanding? Suddenly, everything in your past, difficult lessons, failed relationships, wrong turns, all seem like necessary steps, leading to this authentic connection. But this journey isn't as simple as finding someone and living happily ever after. When you meet someone meant for you, you face a mirror reflecting both what you love about yourself and what you haven't yet integrated. This can feel uncomfortable, even painful, as hidden aspects of yourself come to light. Instead of avoiding these shadows, Jung encourages examining them, integrating them, because only by doing so can we live aligned with our true nature. This shadow work extends beyond your relationship with that person. It's also a chance to reconsider other relationships that may have limited you or made you feel less than your true self. Sometimes people enter our lives who seem destined to be there, but they don't align with our essence. This isn't because they're bad people, they simply aren't in harmony with what we need for growth. Your unconscious speaks through your feelings and reactions. When someone is truly meant for you, you not only feel it deeply, but that connection challenges your assumptions about life. Do you sometimes feel overwhelmed by intense emotions or discomfort in certain relationships? That's your unconscious inviting deeper examination. Jung believed our deeper self isn't afraid to expose us to darkness. It wants us to face hidden aspects so we can find the light. When facing profound connections, feeling vulnerable is natural. Jung saw vulnerability not as weakness, but as essential for growth. Without it, we never access our authentic selves. What's remarkable is that vulnerability actually makes us stronger. It allows us to open to others, be honest with ourselves, and build deeper, more fulfilling relationships. This is why people destined for us make us feel truly alive. They challenge us, push us beyond comfort zones, while helping us discover parts of ourselves we thought were lost. It's not about finding someone perfect. Perfection is illusion. It's about finding someone who allows you to be your complete self without fear or masks. When this happens, something magical emerges where two people not only love each other, but support each other's journey toward becoming their most authentic selves. It's a dance where each person discovers their purpose through the relationship. That's what makes the connection so powerful. Throughout life, you'll meet people who challenge you and help you grow. You'll also encounter those who drain your energy, make you feel trapped, or disconnect you from yourself. Can you tell the difference? That's why Jung emphasized knowing yourself first. If you don't truly know who you are, recognizing what's good for you becomes difficult. But when you know yourself, when you've moved beyond social expectations and connected with your inner truth, you can more clearly sense what's meant for you. This self-knowledge is crucial, and relationships with destined people act as catalysts. These connections help you rediscover what you truly want, need, and what genuinely brings you joy. Such relationships don't promise endless happiness or absence of conflict. They offer authenticity, embracing both shadows and light. Jung showed that life is continuous transformation. Meeting someone destined for you isn't an endpoint, but the beginning of a deeper journey toward self-knowledge. Through this journey, you discover what truly matters, what connects you to your essence, what allows you to be authentically yourself. Are you experiencing confusion right now? Maybe you're in a relationship you don't fully understand, or searching for something you haven't found. I invite you to look within and listen to your inner voice. As Jung taught, your unconscious speaks through feelings, intuitions, and the people you meet along the way. When that destined person appears, you'll know it's time to embrace what's meant for you without fear, confident you're on the right path. This is the journey to your true self, filled with lessons, challenges, and moments of profound connection. If you ever sense someone is destined for your life, don't be afraid to follow that feeling. When you honor your truth, the universe responds, and life's pieces begin fitting together in remarkable ways. When you meet someone who seems destined for you, something awakens inside. The feeling can be so powerful that everything before seems like preparation for this connection. Yet authentic connection is rarely straightforward. It's a discovery process that may initially seem unclear, filled with confusion, doubt, even pain. Jung taught that through these difficult moments, profound healing and growth occur. People destined for you aren't perfect, and your relationships with them won't be challenge-free. They're often the ones who push you hardest toward authenticity and facing your shadows. Have you noticed how certain relationships bring your insecurities, fears, and unresolved dreams to the surface? Jung believed this is no coincidence. Relationships reflect our internal psychology. Someone destined for you activates something within, perhaps triggering intense emotions you don't fully understand or revealing aspects of yourself you've avoided. These moments, if faced courageously, lead to discovering your true self beyond the limitations you've carried. These interactions aren't just opportunities to love another person. They're chances to learn loving yourself. People destined for you reflect what you haven't integrated into your life yet. They mirror, sometimes painfully, parts of yourself needing healing. Jung called this the shadow encounter. It's not about rejecting these shadows, but accepting them as part of your wholeness. Your shadow isn't external, it's a denied part of yourself that often unconsciously controls your life. Throughout this process, finding the right person matters less than becoming the right person for yourself. This means understanding that relationships shouldn't be burdens where you feel insecure or incomplete. When someone is truly meant for you, the relationship becomes space where you can be yourself without pretense, free to explore your deeper self. This is alignment with your truth. As Jung taught, living authentically isn't following a perfect path, but being true to yourself, even when that means releasing what no longer serves you, even when it hurts, and letting go of what doesn't belong in your life. You understand that love isn't found outside but cultivated within. Relationships with destined people should nourish you, reflecting self-love, not lack. True love isn't filling voids, but sharing what's already complete within you. Through authentic connection, you experience the magic of genuine growth. The deepest relationships allow evolution without requiring you to change your essence. Love becomes a journey of mutual exploration. When someone is destined for you, the path isn't rigid, but adaptive to both people's needs, transforming over time. Meaningful relationships aren't just about sharing happy moments, but growing, learning, and evolving together. Love becomes a transformation tool through which you connect not only with another person, but with a more authentic version of yourself you may have forgotten. Have you noticed how true connection rarely arrives when desperately sought? It happens when you're prepared to receive it, when you're aligned with your essence and have integrated both light and shadow aspects. Jung emphasized embracing all parts of yourself, even those you dislike. As you do this, your energy shifts and the right people appear. The universe responds to your internal energy. When you're aligned with yourself, your relationships will be too. People destined for you don't magically solve all problems. They don't fill voids or fix insecurities. Instead, they guide you toward what needs healing and growth. True connection isn't finding someone who completes you, but someone with whom you can share your entirety without fear. The journey of meeting someone destined for you isn't easy. You'll have doubts, wondering if you're on the right path. But as Jung teaches, doubt and uncertainty are part of transformation. A relationship's true power lies in both people growing together, learning through challenges, persevering through difficulties. Authentic love isn't just felt, it's lived, built, experienced. That's the magic Jung invites us to discover. True love transforms, making us more than we thought possible. When someone is destined for you, it's not just external connection but profound internal experience, a call to reconnect with your essence, embrace all you are, and live that truth. The path isn't easy, but it's the only way to an authentic, fulfilling life. Following this path, you'll find not only that destined person but yourself. In discovering your deeper self, you find the peace, authenticity, and purpose you've sought. True destined connections allow you to flourish both within the relationship and as an individual. This journey, though challenging, leads to genuine transformation and meaningful life. Through these experiences, you understand that love isn't just feeling but a process of self-knowledge, healing, and expansion, life's gift helping you recognize yourself without fear or barriers. I invite you to reflect. What parts of yourself have you denied? What relationships no longer serve you? What might happen if you lived authentically and let the universe guide you toward what's truly meant for you? It's time to open yourself to new experiences, trusting that alignment with your truth brings the right people at the perfect moment. As we conclude this exploration, remember that the journey toward authentic connection with others and ourselves is life's most profound adventure. When we embrace those destined for us, we embrace transformation. We accept their mirror, reflecting both our divine light and hidden shadows. These relationships become sacred vessels for our authentic selves, allowing us to be seen, known, and loved not despite our complexities, but because of them. The path isn't always smooth. Sometimes the reflection shows parts of ourselves we'd rather not face. Sometimes growth feels more like breaking apart than coming together. Yet these challenges contain the promise of integration, becoming who we were always meant to be. Perhaps you stand at such a threshold now. Perhaps you sense a destined connection forming or question relationships no longer aligned with your deeper truth. Wherever you are, you're not alone. Millions walk this awakening path, seeking authentic connection in a world that often settles for superficial. If these words have resonated in your heart, continue this journey with us. Subscribe now and activate notifications to receive upcoming videos. Your interactions, shares, and comments help spread this message to others who need it. Thank you for being part of this community. Remember, change begins with you.